Morning. Validation of the resurrection is the hinging point of Christianity. If Jesus didn't rise from the dead, then everything that he said he was is untrue. And there is overwhelming evidence to prove that Jesus actually walked the earth after he was crucified on the cross. And of course, one argument would be that maybe he didn't die during his crucifixion. Well, there has never been one recorded instance where somebody survived a crucifixion by the Romans during that time period. And then, the second thing being his body not being in the tomb after it was put in the tomb. And, again, an argument could be that maybe his body was never put in the tomb, or maybe they were tomb raiders. Well, they put guards outside the tomb because they were afraid there was going to be tomb raiders. And the stone that they rolled in front of that tomb, maybe it could have been moved. It would have been pretty difficult to move it, but without somebody knowing what was going on. And there were people that were outside that tomb for the majority of the time that Jesus was in there. And, the fact that the body wasn't there, is another proof that he most likely rose from the dead. But the third and the most important thing is the eyewitness accounts. There were, the disciples witnessed Jesus being alive after his death. Even Thomas doubted it and said, I need to see, I need to touch you I would need to touch the wounds in your hands for me to believe. Well, he did, and he believed. Jesus's brother was one of the most skepticals of him because it was his brother. It'd be pretty hard to believe your brother was a Messiah, but once he saw him alive after his death, he was convinced. And then to top it all off, he spoke to 500 people after his death. So there are more than 500 eyewitness accounts that he was actually alive after his death. So the evidence is overwhelming. And, obviously it's going to take a little bit of faith to believe that, but it wouldn't take any more faith than it would take to believe anything else. So, hopefully the evidence can be strong enough for you. So, Jesus did die on that cross for you because he loves you.